Hi, it's Carrie Ann from marketingmakesmesmile.com here with another episode of Social Media Mondays. This episode, I'm going to be talking about something very important on your social media profiles, and that is your personal brand. Now, you may ask, what is a personal brand and what does mine look like? Well, as a marketer, we understand that you have to identify what the brand is. So whether that's a person or a product, you have to know the certain attributes about that thing or person so that you can easily communicate that out to your customer. Now, for example, I work with a lot of people who are the face of their company, so they have to represent their company. Maybe they're an author or an expert or a consultant or something like that that requires them to be on the front lines. And one of the biggest fears that we've come across is working with people on just how they show up on the internet, how they have to just be present and be visible online. And one of the most powerful tools to be able to communicate with the person that they want to eventually communicate with is using what I'm using right now, and that is this little box here, video. Now, video is really important because it allows you to really communicate with your target audience, and it's the best thing because it's more powerful than them hearing your voice or maybe them reading something that you wrote. Because unless you're standing in front of them, this is the next best option as far as being able to communicate. And the reason why is because we show up as ourselves, and we can get from people, how they're acting and what the vibe is and the energy, and are they being authentic or real, or are they being forced, and are they trying to mimic somebody else? Maybe they're trying to emulate somebody else and it's just not feeling right. Or you could find someone who's very comfortable and they love making videos, and because they're comfortable, you're able to listen to their message instead of get all these like weird, like, what are they, why are they sitting like that, or how come they're quiet? I can't even hear them. All these weird things that people get caught up on video because why? They're just not confident in who they are. And this is why I love the personal brand aspect and why it relates to your social media. And that's because if you just look in the mirror and recognize who you are as a person, this typically is your personal brand. And so that translates when you start to make things like videos or tweets or posts on Facebook, and it's consistent across the board typically, and we can get a sense of who you are by the way you're showing up. Like what content you're posting or what language you're using or choosing not to use. All of these things are part of your personal brand. And by using video in your personal brand, it really helps connect to your target customer or your audience as quickly as possible. And that's what we want, right? We want to be able to communicate with the people that we want to talk to. So that's your tip for today, is identify your personal brand online. Ask your friends how they would describe you. Ask your clients or customers or colleagues that you work with 5 adjectives that they would describe you as. And you'll be surprised, and maybe you won't be, at some of their answers, because truly, if you're just showing up and being yourself, that is your personal brand. And so I encourage you to show up across the board through your tweets, through your posts on Facebook, through the videos that you make on YouTube, as your authentic self. Because to the bottom line, as quick as you can get, just show up and be authentic, and you'll get those results that you're looking for using social media tools. That's all for now. Stay tuned for the next episode of Social Media Mondays. Until then, I'll see you online.